to me like 45 minutes ago, and I and I would love to have Ms. O'Leary announce it really quick to everyone. Is that okay, Ms. O'Leary?
Are you referring to the fact that we received a letter from Patty Hayes, who is our director at the Public Health and Safety, saying that we can think about coming back? Is that the announcement?
That is the wonderful announcement that we're all going to hear about in News Views at 6 p.m. But since we're all here anyway.
Yes, so you will. There is an amount of information going out in News Views, and I would really like you all to take a good look at it. We spent time putting it together. Pablo spent time putting in so many links that will answer many questions that I'm sure you have. But our principals from the Catholic schools are going to meet with Patty Hayes next Tuesday and get even more information. In the meantime, she did say we need a couple of weeks to make sure that the trend stays low. So together with a number of our locals, the schools here, the Catholic schools in this region, we are looking at a target date of reopening on Monday, October 5th. Now, that's
Ms. O'Leary, one second. Ms. O'Leary, one second. Trish, do you mind just screen sharing that second slide then? Because you guys were so great. You prepped some stuff for us to show here for the reopening plan. And it might be good for people to just refer back to this.
There you go.
It's coming up now.
So there is that target date. Now, the Public Health Department also recommended a very slow, cautious, they keep using the word cautious, and we want to be cautious because our first priority is everybody's health. It's the health of the students, the health of our teachers, and the health of the community at large. So we are going with a very slow, gradual, and phased approach to reopening. Thus, we will open with our youngest learners. And so we will start with grades K through 2. And then, as we look at maintaining the safety and health welfare of everybody, but also doing the best for these learners, we will make some scheduling considerations that will also support those students who have to stay at home. We also need to consider how we're going to do the health screening, and we will again focus in, as we've been doing in the online learning, on the essential academic standards. So all of that is going to take into consideration what our scheduling will look like. The plans, your homework is to read the plan that will go out in today's News Views. Read it carefully, open up every single one of those linked resources. I'm sure the questions that you are going to have are going to be there. We are going to do an almost full day. You may be asking, you may be thinking now, is it going to be a half day? It's not. When we say scheduling consideration, we're looking at starting maybe at 9 and ending a little bit earlier, around about 2, so that teachers can connect with remote learners early in the morning, and so that we will have time to do that, that screening set up. Once we get the preschool children in, then we will turn around and get ready for our K-2 students to start. But in the meantime, please read the plan. And then if you still have questions, email me. I'm right here in my office, just sitting at my computer, waiting for your emails. No, but I'm here to answer your questions.
Ms. O'Leary?
Yes?
Before we move on from this topic, can I just ask you one question? Just as far as, what question will it be? It can be anything.
Yeah.
Well, just in regards to October 5th, I understand, and King County asked you to not open until that date. Mm-hmm. Am I right in saying that, you know, October 5th, and you know, this is jargon that I think is just really important to put out there. It's important that we all remember, like October 5th, right? It might as well be 6 months away as far as the number of things that could happen between now and then, and the things that get put on us? Is that like a
Yeah,
good way to think of it?
if the trend goes way back up, we would have to change that date. Also, I mean, we're monitoring it, and in her, I can quote from you her letter. She recommends monitoring the indicator for at least 2 more weeks to be sure that this trend is stable or continuing to decrease before implementing any hybrid or in-person instruction. So we had originally, put out there that we would definitely like, also a good time to get into the remote learning, because it's really important that should we have to switch back again, we've had practice at remote learning, and the children will automatically be able to jump right back into remote learning, and the teachers will be able to jump right back in. So this time not only will give us a chance to look at the trend, it will also give us a chance, and let's look at it, this is the positive part of it, it is going to give us an opportunity to get this remote learning down, to work with the schedules, to be used to working at home. So that's the positive side of waiting until then. The other side is that we will think positively, we'll continue wearing our masks, we'll continue doing everything that we can to maintain that trend. We're all in it together. Together we can. Does
It's
that
true.
help answer that question, Alan?
It does. It does. Thank you for that. Paul, do you want to say anything about that at all before we move on?
I would just like to echo what Ms. O'Leary said, that we really don't want to have to go back and forth between these two plans. And the more deliberate and cautious we are with reopening, the better off we'll be with being able to sustain that once we are back in person.
Mm-hmm. All right, and having said that and thinking about we're all in it together, let's talk a little bit about our community and how we build community.
I'm sure it's on your radar for tomorrow, but we do have scheduled drop-off and pickup times for you between 1 and 3 o'clock tomorrow. Traditionally, this weekend has been our annual Blessing of the Backpacks Mass and food drive for Broadview Thompson Elementary. We're doing it a little bit differently this year, reimagined. We're asking you as families to bring in those food donations tomorrow afternoon with your school backpack. Father Crispin will be outside curbside for an opportunity to bless you and the family. You'll drop off your food donations. At the same time, you'll also receive your Jogathon shirt for our September 28th Jogathon week. You're going to get a nice sticker designed by Brooklyn Vega in the 3rd grade, and that great Jogathon t-shirt designed by Peter Masiello in the 2nd grade. Encourage your kids to get those t-shirts decorated and ready for our socially distanced Jogathon later in the month. I do want to thank all of you for your contributions to the Jogathon. I checked in. We're just approaching $36,000. Well on our way to our goal of 80,000. Clearly this year we're going to be very reliant on our fundraising money, and whatever you can do to support that is just greatly appreciated. Additionally, for the weekend, I would really encourage you and the family to tune into our virtual Mass at 5 p.m. on Saturday night through the parish Facebook page. That's an opportunity that you have to connect with us in the spiritual realm, attend Mass, and we will have some students at that Mass delivering food, your food, to the altar and having that blessed by Father Crispin. So do take advantage of that community building event this weekend. Also this week, we opened up Crispin's Kitchen out of Egan Hall for our curbside lunch delivery. We did about 240 pickup meals today. The October portal is now open, so if you haven't got your orders in, please do so, and and know that you can add on meals to feed the entire family. Happy to report that our first communion masses for our third graders will start here soon and go through October. Our last year's second graders were scheduled to have their first communion there in early May, and because of COVID, we had to delay, and so we're just so happy to be able to offer this opportunity for the sacrament for our now third graders. Continue to keep them in your prayers. In the healthy mind body category, I want to also alert you to an opportunity for some individualized cross-country training runs through our CYO department. Check news views today for more information about that. It won't be the traditional gathering of thousands of people down at Woodland Park, but it is an opportunity to keep your kids out there training and running and getting ready for a jogathon. You can reach out to Mrs. Skoken or Coach Sperry to find out more information about cross country available for all students. How about we hear from our teachers?
Yeah. Take it away, you guys.
Okay, I'll start. I'm Miss Murray. I know a lot of you. I teach kindergarten, and this is my 7th year teaching kindergarten. We just wanted to, Anna and I, thank all of our parents. You guys are being incredible. You're on the Zoom every morning, right on time, and you're helping them throughout the day. And we know it's so much work, but we couldn't do this without you. So we wanted to thank you guys for that.
Okay, I'll take it from you. My name is Anna Williamson. I have some notes behind my computer. If you see me looking off to the side, I can't wing this. This is my 2nd year teaching kindergarten at St. John, but I attended St. John for elementary school along with my sister. So this is my 11th year as a part of this community. I'm so happy to be back again. Like Miss Murray said, we are so excited to be getting into a routine. The kids are already learning our schedules. They know our Me Too signs, so when they can make a connection to their classmates, that's fun to see. They are learning our calendar songs, which is fun. They love those. And they're learning how to write their numbers and even sight words. We did sight words with Play-Doh today, which they loved. So just like Miss Murray said again, thank you so much to all of our kindergarten parents on this call. We really could not be as effective without you and all your help, so thank you.
All right, I'll take it from here. Hi, I'm Megan Costa. I teach 1st grade. I'm part of the 1st grade team. This is my 7th year teaching and my 2nd year teaching at St. John's School. But like Anna, I was lucky enough to be a student here at St. John years ago too. So I've been a part of this community for many, many years. I love it. So our goal for 1st grade is to teach the whole child, academically, spiritually, emotionally. And in 1st grade, we will focus on the core essentials, so reading, writing, math, religion, and then we'll also tie in science and social studies. And we really appreciate your flexibility. Parents, you've been so amazing. All of your support, encouragement, especially during these trying and difficult times for all of us. So thank you so much, families, for your teamwork and willingness to be a part of this community, and that will help your children be successful.
Hi, my name is Molly Jessup, and I teach 1st grade. And this is my 21st year teaching and the 20th year at St. John's. I guess I'm the old one of the group. A big part of 1st grade is for students to become independent learners, from choosing their own books that they want to read, to getting started on their own, and growing when they make mistakes. So 1st graders will do this with support from us teachers, from their families, and through the St. John community. And the 1st grade team, Mrs. Costa, Mrs. Pentano, and I are very impressed by the 1st graders' enthusiasm, attention, and focus as we navigate remote learning. And thank you, families, for being just part of this amazing community at St. John.
10 years out of state and it's my first year here at St. John, and I feel very blessed to be part of this community and to be working with such dedicated staff. Everyone's been working so hard to make remote learning possible, and I want to thank all the parents and the children for working so hard to learn new technology and this new way of teaching. And you know, Talia and I, or Mrs. Oines and I, have really enjoyed getting to know your kids online, and it's been really impressive because we started our day or our week full time all day on September 8th, and we've been going since, and everyone's been logging in, logging off, logging in throughout the day, and it's been really impressive because these are second graders and they're doing it. And of course, we can't do it without parent support, so thank you for helping them get to their classes on time. You know, your children have really inspired us to do what we do, because when we see their faces, they're smiling and they're trying, and whatever we give them, they're just ready to go. And you know, when we ask them, oh, if you need help, just click on our link, and they're right there during office hours, and they just say, oh, hi, like they're just trying out that button, and then they see us, and then they just want to say hello sometimes. But with this unique situation that we are in, we are teaching the essentials in reading, writing, and math. And of course, we integrate social studies, science, and social emotional learning as well. For math, we'll be working a lot on addition and subtraction. We include word problems. They'll be able to understand place value, as well as properties of and operations of addition and subtraction. They'll be able to relate addition and subtraction. And then we're using an online program called IXL. And then in reading, they'll work on reading fluency, various comprehension strategies, spelling, phonics. We'll also work on author study, and also we'll be introducing a online program called ReadWorks, where they will read an article a day. And we'll introduce that starting tomorrow. Mrs. Oines.
We're so lucky to have her, and I've just loved working with Mrs. Pipers. My name is Talia Oines, and this is my 7th year at St. John, 14th year in Catholic schools. I have 2 kids here at school, 4th and 6th, and I hear it's going amazing in intermediate and middle school from their mouths. Here in 2nd grade, Mrs. Kuipers and I have been so delighted to meet all of the 2nd graders. Like she said, they're ready to go, big smiles. A few had tears for the map test today, and I really, yeah, that was the tough one. So parents, I really appreciate you willing to give that really tough test a try. So thank you for that. Hopefully it's a couple kids have to remake that they didn't finish. We know retaking. So I wanted to talk mostly about your children's social emotional health. That's something that's really important to us at St. John, and we'll be spending a lot of time talking about our feelings, especially in this difficult time, and how we can manage our emotions. So we'll be doing mindfulness, calming breath, maybe some yoga, a lot of stories that give examples of persistence and having a growth mindset. We're really hoping to give your kids lots of support, and hopefully you can get that too. I would highly recommend a mindfulness app called Headspace. It's a great one for the whole family. You can do that right before bed, and it really helps kids fall asleep. Little plug in for them, that's Headspace. And we're using Google Classroom, as you all know, and I just want to thank you again. I know it's a lot of work for you to take pictures and attach them, but it is the best way we can see their work until they come here live. We really need to count on you to take the photo and submit it. So thank you. I know that's a lot of work for you. And lastly, I just wanted to say I love your children. I'm so excited to work with them this year.
You got specialists now, yeah?
Oh, Chris, you're muted.
Oh,
Thank you, Mrs. S. Thank you.
There we go. My name is Chris Suarez, aka Mrs. S. My role at St. John actually began as a parent 23 years ago, like so many of us, dropping my son off at preschool. So a lot of us have been in your shoes before. And I've heard a lot of us using the word community, and that's really what kept me here. I've been teaching as an assistant for 17 years. This will be my 17th year, and all of it in kindergarten. So I feel very blessed and very fortunate to be part of this school, part of this community. As an assistant, our job is really to obviously support these amazing, amazing teachers. And being in this school this week, watching them and peeking in as they're all remote learning, it is amazing. So hats off to you teachers too as well. So thank you, and I look forward to moving forward. Cheryl, take it away.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Pinsono, and I am a first grade aide, and I just love working with the first grades. This is my second year helping in first grade, but my 11th year as a parent of St. John, so I too have been part of the community for many years, and I just love it. And it's going to be a different year, but it's going to be a great year, and it's been really fun to meet the kiddos on Zoom.
Okay, I guess I'm next. I'm Sarah Burrito Boogie, also known as Miss Burrito. This is my 9th year at St. John. I was an assistant with first grade for 6 years. This is my first year in second grade, but I had the kiddos last year, so I'm very excited to have them again. I am just looking forward to, helping these children succeed mentally and academically, and just being able to be there as support in any way that I can for teachers and parents and students as well.
Okay, I think it's me. I am Maria Aruela, and my time at St. John started 21 years ago. I started teaching in '99. I was the Spanish teacher for a couple years. And then I started our family. We started the family, and they all went to St. John's as well. 2 of them are still there. And then I came back 3 years ago as the full-time in-house sub. And that's been really fun. I've been able to teach all ages, and I really enjoy that. Something new every time. And just really anxious to get back into in-person instruction. I'm excited to get back to school. So.
My name is Lisa Longton, and I have been at St. John for 14 years off and on. I started teaching kindergarten 14 years ago at St. John, and then I stayed home with my own children for a few years. And then I came back helping in preschool, and then a couple years ago, I started in the library, working with your children, reading stories and finding books, and I've enjoyed that. So I'm going to be helping where I can during COVID times. Any teachers that need help as well, I'll be stepping in there. So I'm excited to get to know your children if they're in kindergarten and getting to know everyone better this school year.
So we're on to specialists now, and I'm the first one on the list. Good afternoon, everyone. It was so nice. I scrolled through to see some of your faces, and it's lovely to see you even on this Zoom call. I am the reading specialist. I work with kindergarten through 3rd grade. We have another learning specialist for the upper grades. This is my 16th year at St. John. I based my math off of other people's. So when somebody says they're 17, Chris, thank you. I was like, oh yes, that does mean I'm 16. And you guys, parents, my goodness, you're doing so much and you're doing amazing. And we're so lucky to have you as part of our community. I want to give a big shout out to all of our parents in 2nd grade. They had to have their kids do the STAR reading test the other day. And I always love to see the results. And I looked at our spring average for the class and our fall average for the class, and there was no summer learning loss. I don't know if you know how amazing that is. And you guys, you just got to give yourselves a huge pat on the back, cheer your kids on. You are doing awesome work. Keep it up. And I can't wait to see your kids on Zoom in person. We're going to do it this year. Thank you. And Chloe, you're up.
Thanks, Carrie. Hi, everybody. I'm Chloe Shaw. I am the school counselor, and this is my second year at St. John. I'm so happy to be here and loving it. And I'm really happy because this year I'm full-time. Woohoo! So yay! I'm here much more, and I think this is such an important year to have a full-time school counselor. This is one trying year. So parents, I am so here for you. If there's anything I can do to support you, please reach out. I wanted to highlight just a few things that I'm doing this year. So I'm visiting all of the primary classrooms this week and next week. I visited first grade today, and I'll see the other first grade tomorrow. So I'll continue to teach lessons throughout the year virtually and in person, kind of whatever shakes down. And then I continue to work with students one-on-one and in small social emotional learning groups. If you'd like your child to work with me, just refer them to me via email. My email is on our school website, but it's cshaw@stjohn.org or stjohnschool.org. And then lastly, I have a Google Classroom to help facilitate during distance learning, social emotional learning. So all of our students, I'm getting everybody signed up and in that classroom, but this is just an optional kind of additional thing that you can do to really enrich your child's education right now. So feel free to check that out. I post a lesson at least once a week on some kind of feeling topic. This month I did a lot of work around distance learning and how to be a successful and happy distance learner. So check out those lessons if you'd like. And yeah, I think that's everything. Remember to breathe, and you're doing a really incredible job. So see you soon. Thanks.
We are so lucky to have you, Chloe. I'm Pat Sagalakis. I'm the music specialist for K-2. I also teach middle school. I started St. John's when my daughter Maria was 5 years old, so that puts me at 22, 23 years here at the school. My goal this year is to just bring the joy of music to your family through my little videos that I try to produce. And I'm praying that you will continue to sing with your kids, because that's one of the issues that they've given us, that we should not be singing together in groups with the COVID crisis. And so I am hoping that you will sing, 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 sing at home. Also, I wanted to just shout out to all of the parents and kids who prayed for me last year when I was going through my cancer treatment. Doing great. I'm feeling really well. I'm still considered in the high-risk population, so I don't know how quickly I'm going to be jumping into class learning, but I will continue to bring videos and hopefully meet face-to-face with some of my kindergartners, because I really want to get to know with them when school starts. And just we'll be doing body rhythm, lots of things with music appreciation, and I've made little kits for each one of our students to have rhythm sticks and shakers when they get back into the classroom. So looking forward to just a different year of music, but a beautiful year of music. And I'm passing it on to my daughter.
Hi everyone, my name is Maria Sagalakis, and I'm the K-8 PE specialist. This is my second year back at St. John, but my 5th year teaching in Catholic schools. And my hope for this year is to provide our students with ample resources to get their bodies moving. It's so important during this time to get up and move and stretch and breathe and move your body. Just so much time on the screen. I know that I kind of get ADD on the screen. I know it's so hard to sit there for so long. So my goal is to just try and bring that energy and positivity to all the kids through movement. And when we get back into school, we're going to be doing PE outside. So rain or shine, make sure you bring your kid with the appropriate clothing so we can have some good movement activities outside on the blacktop. So I look forward to meeting the new kids and seeing your kids that I already know in person soon, hopefully.
Is that everyone?
Hi, my name is Blanca Tenedo. I am Senora Blanca, the Spanish teacher. I teach K-8. I've been teaching in Catholic schools for 20 years. This is my 12th year at St. John, and I'm so happy to be here. I have been enjoying your kids. I haven't met in person or Zoom meeting to my kindergartens yet, but it will be coming next week. I know they have different assessments, so I didn't want to overwhelm kindergartens yet, but that'll start next week. But I have first and second graders, and they have been doing an amazing job. You know, we've been dancing and moving because we all need to, you know, be dancing and moving around a little bit because it's, you know, it's too stressful to be in front of the screen. We have a new program, Roca Lingua, and I've been, you know, logging in and getting all the names into the program so everybody can enjoy them. So I have my little gorilla that they love to sing and dance with. And so we sing the Macarena, but doing the days of the week in Spanish. So I'm looking forward to, you know, just working with the kids. Parents, thank you so much. First and second grade parents, you have been doing an amazing job. And I'm sure first kindergarten parents are doing the same. I haven't had the joy to have you, but I will see you next week. And Kate, you're it.
Oh, I'm on. Welcome to St. John. I'm Miss K, art teacher. I'm teaching K through 8. I've been teaching art at St. John almost for 8 years. Wow, that's quite a, you know, I did. So I just want to let you know that how excited I am to teach your child, you know, this school year. And because I'm the art teacher, I'll be guiding your child on a creative journey. Will you part of their journey too? Welcome aboard. Thanks.
All right. I think we got everybody. Yeah?
Wait. Alan, I just want to jump in really quick and introduce myself to the families that don't know me. But my name's Jonna Skokin, and I am your admissions and development person. I just wanted to welcome all of our new families. And my goal for the year is to make sure that you all feel connected and that you feel part of this St. John community, which we're all in love with and, you know, want you to have that same feeling. I also want to do a quick shout out to Julia Surasaki. I think she's in here somewhere. I'll have her say hello really quick, but she is a parent volunteer. She has kids in preschool and kindergarten, and she's volunteering as our new family coordinator. So she has reached out to all of our new families. Please, if you want a buddy family, or if you don't have a buddy family, need a buddy family, reach out to her or myself. And we're so excited that you're here. And please feel free to contact me at any time if you have any questions, not only about admissions, but sports. I am your sports connection as well. So welcome everybody. So happy to see you. And Julia, want to do a quick hello? Sorry to throw you on the spot there.
Yeah. Hi. I am. So yeah, it's been awesome. I started working with Jonna and the school, I think February, and then March hit, and here, so we've just kind of been rolling with it and adjusting as we need to get all these new families on board. If you have any questions, like Jonna said, reach out. This is, I mean, one of the greatest parts about this community is just that if you need something or you have a question or you're confused, just ask, and everyone is here to help out. So I'll be reaching out to the new families in 1st through 8th grade. And then I have a kindergartner, so I'm in touch with lots of families in the kindergarten classes. But yeah, we're here to help, and we hope to see everyone in person soon. So thanks, Jonna.
Well, on behalf of all the parents, I just have to say that you guys are the best. Teachers, assistant teachers, specialists, staff, I have no idea what we would do without you. We know the incredible lengths that you're going through, the time that you're dedicating to provide the highest holistic, socially, emotionally aware education, and all the while you've got your own families and your own experiences through COVID. It's just unbelievable. and you deserve the world. So thank you. All right, so we've got about 20 minutes, and Ray needs to watch the Browns lose. So let's get some questions. We have a lunch question.
Yeah. Come on.
Lunch question, Paul. If we go back on the 5th, will the lunch portal reopen so that kids can have lunch every day?
We'll continue on the Tuesday, Thursday schedule and have curbside pickup available and lunch delivered to the classrooms. We are considering adding days to service. So our hope is to get back to the full schedule, but it's going to be gradual.
Yeah. Yeah. Our focus is
okay, so
really be getting the children in. Yeah. So go ahead, Alan.
And again, just a reminder to everyone that, you know, this is the focus of this meeting. When we scheduled this meeting, whatever it was, like 2 weeks ago, we had no idea that the numbers would come down far enough that, you know, even the idea of us talking about reopening would be on the table. So I apologize for that. But a lot of questions might be answered in news views tonight. And the focus of this, just, you know, this is an opportunity to ask questions of teachers and specialists. Like, think about this as your curriculum night, or, you know, your time on the blacktop with whoever your teacher is. That said, I know you've got a ton of questions, and so do I. Can you briefly describe the process that would be implemented if a child or staff member becomes ill? What about if a child does not have symptoms, but a family member is ill? I guess we should show that slide that you prepared just in case this question came up.
Yeah.
I guess as Tricia pulls that up, I really want to encourage you to look at the toolkit that's available through Seattle King County Health. Every scenario is played out there in detail, and that's the playbook that we'll be following in terms of each unique case. And I think that's just a real valuable resource that we need to review as we go into welcoming the students back into the building. This is an example of some of the tools that are there that we'll be referencing as we deal with cases.
And there is a full-on protocol in place that we're using right now for the preschoolers.
Yes, there is. But and we have linked that toolkit, right? Pablo, and tonight we've linked that, and we've linked so many other documents. We have this one. This chart is there. And we also just want to assure you that we consistently go through this in our meetings with principals, you know, principals meetings that we review, but everything comes back to King County, to the health department, where, you know, they would help us run the tracing. All of that would be very, very important. So if you get a brief look at it here, and then take a deeper dive into the toolkit at home this evening and tomorrow and the weekend. It's big, I'll tell you that much. It is big, it's detailed.
News Views is always big.
It's
and if guys, if you have any questions in regards to what the preschool in-school instruction has been like, feel free to reach out to me or to I don't know, who else can I route there, or just send an email to Paul and Bernadette, right? Guys, that seems appropriate. If there are any questions after.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of literature on the PA site right now too, from the previous town hall that was led specifically for the in-school instruction for the preschoolers that might be relevant after you read News Views tonight. Let's circle back though, because let's talk about at-home learning, remote learning. And actually, this is a good segue. So are you prepared at all to talk about, even in broad strokes, just give an overview of how the current remote learning plan will change for families that choose to not go back to school?
Yes, it will not be the same as they have now. It won't be as intense because the teachers will be in the classes teaching throughout the day. So we will be discussing whether or not we do an opening at the beginning of the day, or we meet with the students, towards the end of the day. But during the day, there will be some opportunities. We will be putting cameras in some of those classrooms so that there will be a check-in, an invitation to a meeting, an invitation to a lesson for those. Those students at home will continue to work through the Google Classroom. Assignments will consistently be posted in Google Classroom, but it will not be to the same extent because the teachers, as I say, will be teaching in the classroom.
And part of the
will it be more of an? Go ahead, Paul.
Part of the deliberate shortening of the school day is so that the teachers have some dedicated time to connect solely with the remote learners before that 9 a.m. start, and then again at the conclusion of the school day. So there are times built into that day for interaction with the remote learner that is dedicated to them solely.
So this is relevant to people that are going back to school as well. If they feel like they might have a cold and they just don't know, they'll end up staying home, and there will still be, am I right in saying, asynchronous content for them to work through to,
yes,
as over a regular school day then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Paul, you know what? This is a good moment for you to, you made a comment earlier about at-home testing, the MAP testing. Do you mind just saying that?
Oh, I was just going to kind of add on to what Mrs. Oinas said, that delivering a MAP adaptive test remotely via Zoom is no small feat. And the fact that the students hung in there and with parent support, we were extremely nervous going into this testing period, and by and large we're really happy with the results of doing this. And I know that Mrs. McCarthy has had an opportunity to peek at some of the reading scores, and we're feeling good about where we are based on a truncated trimester 3 last year and a remote start. So initially we're feeling pretty good.
And I'd also like to thank all the teachers and to thank all of you, because initially when we started, there were NWEA, the testing people had issues. They weren't our issues, and the teachers had to work around all of those issues. And it was, as Paul said, it was nerve-wracking, but I am so grateful to this team and the way everybody hung in there, and to all of you and to the students. You know, they deserve an incredible amount of thank yous and praise for their perseverance. So,
I want to give more kudos to the support staff, because many of them took on the role of a homeroom teacher to administer the tests, and tremendous amount of organization went into crafting the small groups for testing, and Ms. Goditis had a lot to do with that. So I want to make sure we recognize her.
Indeed.
Can we stay on that topic? Because I do have parents wondering when reading specialist support will begin. And this is probably, I don't know if this is just a second grade question. I think that people are just wondering when more of the small group stuff is happening. In second grade, we call it a group A and B assignment sort of structure.
I can address that. We will be giving out our schedule tomorrow with group A and B because we're really wanting to make our group smaller now that you've practiced for 8 days. Logging in, logging off. And we really think your kids are ready for the smaller group. And our plan is that we will teach them what to do independently when they're not with us, which will be the math website IXL or the reading website ReadWorks and their own books. And then when they're working with us, we will work on an essential standard in reading, writing, and math. So we have those ready to go. We'll be posting it tomorrow. If you cannot come to the pickup time, then you need to email Mrs. Kuipers or me, and we will make sure that you get it as soon as possible. So just keep.
And Ms. McCarthy, yeah, please.
Yeah, thank you. To address when reading groups are going to start, we in second grade, the MAP testing is part of that decision-making process. So, and that's happening this week. I'm hoping with second grade to start on the 28th, but that's the jogathon week. So it's going to depend on making sure that we don't have conflicts where my reading time is and where jogathon is. So I will let all of my second grade families know soon how well that's going. I'm still, like I said, we're still doing MAP testing, quite honestly. So second grade's a little bit on hold. Kindergarten and first grade, super excited. The kids came in. We actually got to see them. They're wonderful. It was so nice to actually see them. So we've actually finished our testing with kindergarten and first grade, and the plan for them is to start on Monday or Tuesday, depending on what group you're in. And the kindergarten, we're going to do breakout rooms, so there's not going to be a separate Zoom link for you. But with first grade, there will be a separate Zoom link, and we're going to get that out to you hopefully tomorrow. So you have no idea. I'm so looking forward to seeing your children and getting started and doing some reading with them. I'm super excited.
That's great. Teachers, I'm getting so much feedback about, can you please give a shout out to such and such teacher? You've been so great with every kid, I'm sure. So thank you guys so much. I'm getting spammed with positive comments about you guys. Can we circle back to COVID? I'm sorry, Paul. Have there been any positive cases among the preschoolers?
No.
There haven't. And
nor among our.
I'm guessing you've learned.
We're here all summer, so. Mm-hmm.
Clearly something's working. Are you guys, have you guys learned anything from this experience that you're willing to share or that's share worthy? I'm sure there's a ton of stuff that you've learned, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the big takeaway that Bernadette and I had from the summer was that kids can wear masks all day, and watching them here with the XDC program and with the preschool program, they're committed, and that's what's going to allow us to stay in the building. Mm-hmm. And we've also started rolling out some additions to our health screening each day. Tomorrow at the drop-off pickup, you're going to be receiving a QR code that looks kind of like this, and that will be what you'll be using to take your daily health assessment at home before you drop your child off at school. It logs the typical COVID questions that you've all become familiar with probably in your day-to-day lives. And it should greatly speed up our process of screening children each day, so long as you do your part, which is to complete it. We will screen for temperatures when the children arrive, but so long as you've done the 4 or 5 questions ahead of time, it will greatly help us. And it will also help with any contact tracing that we might have to do in the event of a positive. So be on the watch for that tomorrow, and figure out creative ways that you can bookmark it on your mobile device and refer back to it each day as you check in on those symptoms. And it is going to be important that you do follow through with keeping your child home if they're not feeling well. Obviously, a seasonal allergy or something that you know that's typical of your child is different than having a cold or a flu bug. We've got to be really diligent about not bringing sick children into the building.
Mm-hmm. And I would add that what we've been advised to do is, if your child has a seasonal allergy that does cause some sniffles and teary eyes, we need to get, you need to get a letter from your doctor saying that this is what's going on. So throughout our schools, this is what we've been doing. And the pediatricians have been really supportive of this. And what I'm hearing is that the turnaround for some schools is just a day. The pediatrician will email or will send us a letter saying that this child has an allergy. But we do need that, otherwise we're going to be sending those sniffly children home over and over and over again, because we cannot take the risk. We're all in this together. We have to take care of the children. We have to take care of the teachers, because if the teachers become ill, then we can't take care of the children. And we have to take care of you, the parents, and the community. So we're in it together. So let's just be way more cautious, and prevention is better than quarantining and having to, or becoming ill. So thank you.
It's true. I'm going to do two super quick questions. Ms. Jessup, Ms. Costa, is there a first grade assessment?
They've done the assessments. The children came in, they came in and did their assessments on site, right, teachers? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
okay, great.
Did reading and math assessments on site.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, you know what? We're at 5, and you guys are great. You guys are amazing. So thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you, parents, for showing up. You guys are the best. All right.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you. Thank you, teachers. Thank you, administrators.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, folks.
See you all.
See you later.